Actually, I have problems in doing getting the client leads.
Mhm.
So I have done actually 8 to 10 projects here in Hyderabad. So in all projects, some are good, some are worst, and some are haven't given me money till now. So
I know.
I'm still following up with them, and some are given good reviews to me, but they
Okay.
haven't given any leads or any references like that. So I
And
have checked with them.
why do you think they're not doing that? What is your perception on this?
So one of the client she said she in her circle she have already brought all them houses and they are done interiors. So she's the one who left alone. She's the one who are need only interiors. Then after
Okay.
she haven't contacted me.
Okay, no
So after
problem.
completing, we have given the review, everything going good. But then after I have tried to call her or ask for any references or like that. Like before also I have called her. She said no one are there. So like that they're going.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Forget interiors for 2 minutes, okay? Let's
Uh,
say if you have gone to
okay.
Amazon and you have bought some product,
Hmm.
any product that you really, really like. Let's say you bought two products, okay? One product that you tell me two things you want to buy currently, anything in your head that's coming that you would want to buy if you go on Amazon
AC.
right now. AC, okay. Supposing one thing you want to
Yeah.
buy is AC.
Let's we take as a laptop and an AC.
Okay. Supposing you buy a laptop and an AC from Amazon, and both the products have come into your house wherever you've given the delivery address, and you've used it for, let's say, about a week or 2 weeks. Now, let's say with the AC, you've had a lot of
Hmm.
problems. It's not cooling, it's leaking, you're having issues. And let's say with the laptop, you've had a great experience. Like your battery life is good, it looks good, all the functions are good. Now, after 2 weeks, let's say your friend comes and visits you. Naturally, if that person comes and tells you, hey, I want to buy an AC or hey, I want to buy a laptop, what are you going to tell them? Honest, your review to them.
So AC have some issues. So I do not recommend it. I'll ask him to go with another brand or anything. Laptop is good, running good. So I will give him the option that you can choose this.
Okay. So you will give your honest opinion, correct? So now what I have
Yes.
experienced is when, let's say, you've designed a space for somebody, right? Now some of them are very polite where they will not samne se tell you that, hey, I didn't have a good experience. But the fact that they naturally don't go around telling other people, it's because something was not satisfactory to their level. For example, if let's say you bought
Okay.
this laptop, if you are 100% happy with the thing, you will not think twice before telling a friend to help them out. There was something in that service. Maybe it was your fault, maybe it was their fault, maybe it was the process fault. Something was there for which they naturally didn't go ahead and recommend it to someone. So what I say is for this system of mine where you use your existing clients to get more clients, the first thing is to actually understand what is it that went wrong. Even when it comes to your payments not coming in, right? The
Yes.
99% reason is either the client has over budget, like the budget has gone higher than expected, so they don't have money for it, which there's a solution for, by the way, I'll tell you. And second,
Okay.
it's because they are unsatisfactory in some way and they're removing it out on the money. These, for my understanding, these are the two reasons why it happens. Again, there's a solution to all of these, but I'm just trying to
Okay.
express what has happened in my experience and then how I've rectified it. So, is this something that's relatable to what we're talking about? It's making some sense to you. Do you think this could be the reason as
Yes,
to
yes, ma'am.
why someone isn't?
Yes, ma'am. I I think both in either of it is the reason that so majorly my one of my client exam I will tell you my example one of my client
Sure.
as you said they have went with over budget and they don't have money. So that's the thing happened with one of my recent client. So he has extended the process and I have messaged him that so this will be the extra cost and it needs to pay after the completion. So he said, okay, okay, in everything. Then after installing this, he is pointing out that this is not good and edgementing is not correct. So he is pointing small things, and he said, I will not give. I haven't signed the quotation yet. So he is speaking like that. So no, though he
But you've
signed the
completed the
quotation, we have the
project. Have you
papers.
completed the project though?
Yes,
Fully?
we have completed the project. Means 4 months back.
Okay. Now, again,
So
same example if I'm going to give you. Let's say if you were getting a service from somebody else. Yeah, will that person be like, हाँ free में कर दो जब सब खत्म हो जाएगा तब you make the payment? Will that person agree if you ask them to?
no, he will not. Obviously,
You think you're a good designer? Forget what they think. You think
yeah.
you're a good designer.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you're a good designer, yes, the client is at fault, but these are two main problems you face. You need to have a payment schedule. Like you need to have certain rules that, so what I do is I have a payments process. The payment process is very important, especially when you're doing interiors, right? Because you meet all kinds of people, you meet all types of clients, they all have different agendas, different budgets, different this. So first thing is when I filter to get a client on board, I make sure that they have the budget. Secondly, by mistake or if there is any process that's happening in the process of designing and the budget is going higher than expected, I have that conversation while the budget is increasing, not after the project is coming to an end. For example, if the project was, I'm giving a random example, right? Supposing the project was a 50 lakhs and client is be like, add this, don't add this, do this, make this wall into this now. Cost has increased for whatever reason. So now the project has become from 50 to 55 lakh, 5 lakh extra. Correct? Now there are two ways to deal with it. Either after the project is over, you will give a revised BOQ to be like, ये अभी 55 हो गया है, and client will be like, अरे मेरा जो budget 50 था, now where do I produce the extra 5 lakh from? You will be like, मैंने तो कुछ इसमें किया नहीं, they
Yes.
only increase the thing, मेरे को relatable happens. Now, what is the solution?
Yes,
When
ma'am.
a change happens, I'm not talking about small change ki ek switchboard add hua. I'm talking about when any nominal decent amount of change happens, before you go ahead, make a note of that change, make a note of the cost of the change, take the labor rate, the material rate,
Mhm.
confirm it with the client, and then only go ahead with the change. So the client is well aware कि इतना extra लगने वाला है. So supposing there are 10 things like this which happen, all the 10 things the client
Mhm.
knows. So then the client will not think कि अरे अभी 60 5 लाख एक्स्ट्रा हो गया. They know कि इसमें से 50,000 तो इसमें है, that he has informed me. इसमें से 20,000 इसमें है, this person has informed me. There's more transparency, there's more confidence. 100% the client will pay you.
Understood.
Okay.
Understood,
Second
ma'am.
thing is, do
Understood.
you have like a contract? Do you start with signing a contract with the client?
Actually, I no, ma'am. Actually, I
No.
am preparing the quotation and I am signing with the customer only. So I don't
Okay.
have any
They're
contract
your
as of
best
now.
friends. Full trust है उसमें.
I can't say like full trust, but I don't in a way say, like if I give him the contract, if anything changes happens, that will affect me. I think in that mind, and I haven't done any contract.
I feel mentally you are not feeling that you are good enough or you are professional, so you are not treating yourself professionally. Why will they treat you professionally? Today, make it a rule for the next few projects. Even if today now I design for a relative, if I design for a friend, I will not start without a contract. Now, in that contract, everything is mentioned over there. In that, I will mention X number of changes, X number of things. Sometimes I know people will be like, "अरे contract का क्या value है?" But people will look at you more professionally. They will still have that fear that no, if I ask the person for a change, huh, there will be changes too. So you see the number of changes will also reduce the minute you bring up the charges. One. Secondly, when
Yes.
you're secondly, what happens is when you have a contract, there is a common understanding between you and the client. There is no misclarification possible then कि मैंने ये सोचा था and उसने वो सोचा था. No. what you and what the client thinks is well documented. So if any problem comes, do you write like MOMs? Do you make a list of minutes of the meetings?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am. I will.
usme you must have written the number of changes, right?
Yes, I have written, ma'am, and I have mailed them as well. In that.
Okay. So you have to use these MOMs in things when these are conflicts which happen, because any two parties you work with, right, when it's a creative field, conflicts are meant to happen. It's human nature. It's how you deal with the conflicts
Yes, ma'am.
that get you the end result. Touch wood, till today, I have done over 50, 60 projects. There must have been two projects in my whole experience that I didn't get paid. Otherwise, all I have got paid, because now I've learned what works, what doesn't. So, one is, I said, first,
Okay.
ensure that your client is having the budget to pay you. So, filter, have those on processing questions. What is your budget? If their budget is, let's say, 50 lakh and you want to do the project for 60 lakh, don't take up the project if you can't manage. Wo- just to add a project to your
Okay.
portfolio and they can't afford it, don't do it. You're putting yourself in a fix. Secondly, if there are any changes, inform them while
Mm.
before you actually make the change on site. Give them the cost for it. Let them do an approval by email, WhatsApp, whatever you're comfortable. Then move ahead. Third is payment process. So I have a payment process chart. If you want, I'll send you an example of one of my projects. So I have a system like
Yes.
beginning of the project 50%, then let's say every week or every month, depending on how long the project is, these payments have to come in. For example, if supposing I started the project in, let's say, June. So June I got my 50%, then let's say every month my process is July I got mine, August I didn't get mine. Project stopped. No person will go to site. All my workers will stop going to site. Warning will be sent to
Okay.
the client. Hi, the work is on hold. Please process the payment for no further delay. In 1 week, under the payment comes in. The project starts again. Now, if you are not very clear with your boundaries,
Understood.
"Arey nahi, aa jayega," the client will take you for a ride. It's a fact. Who wouldn't? I would too. The client is not wrong. Free में
True,
मिल रहा है,
ma'am.
why are they not going to do it,
True,
right?
ma'am. Actually, it happened. It happened many times, but I haven't realized yet. But like you are saying, right? These things are issue. So I am thinking that, oh, these are my problems and these are my issues.
And it's very normal,
Understood, ma'am.
trust me, I've done it too. Like, but then you learn that today, if you don't set a boundary line, if you don't respect yourself as a professional, why will the
Yeah.
client do it, right? And the client needs to know the
True, ma'am.
honesty. You have to be clear. So you see that, tell them, see, these are the dates applicable for the payments. So they well know also what happens is when you give them a table, right? They don't have to be like, Arey, abhi kahan se I'll remove the money. They already know 1 month before that on this date, they have to make a payment. 1 week before that, I send them a reminder that next week you have to
Okay.
make a payment of this. So it's not coming to them also like, achanak say, where do I produce so much money from? How do I give it to them?
True.
So that also helps them
True.
to pay on time. So try these things. It might work.
Understood, ma'am. Understood, ma'am. I will keep it in mind and I will do this thing.
So this will definitely help. And the last thing, when the people don't make the payment, right? When you make the payment schedule, we have a rule that before the handover part, everything should be clear except 5% of the project only. So, like, minus the
Okay.
5% before you start the handover, before the client shifts in, all your money should come in.
Mhm.
That's a rule. Like, it's a standard design rule.
Okay.
Maybe 5 ka, 6 ka, whatever little I've done, but standard is 5%. Is post handover.
Understood.
And why that is because small things happen, teething issues normally come in post handover. So ideally, you should
Understood.
not hand over the project until the whole money minus the 5% has come in. If you're doing that, then something is wrong from your side of payment
Actually, I have
system.
done last time. I have said, right, ma'am. Last project. So that's where I have faced the problem. So I said that like 10% will be the amount that will be given by the client that he after moving in. So
Okay.
that the money that I haven't got till now, and
But have
customer
they
got
moved
my
in?
four
Have they
thousand six
moved
hundred.
in?
Yeah, he moved in. He's staying
So
there.
how did he
So I
move
have
in? You
tried to
had the keys.
move there.
You had the keys to the apartment.
No, he's having spare keys. So he gave me a spare key and he's using the main key.
So
So like
change the
he
lock.
we do.
You're the designer. If
Actually,
anyone
they
knows how to enter the house, it's you. No, but
but they are staying in a
you
great.
have to make it a rule that the client cannot shift into the house without you giving them the handover, right? Like today, if you're going to the doctor until the doctor
Yes,
says go to the operation theater, you will not go to the operation theater. You have that authority. So you need to be like, now the site is ready, now you go, right? So you have to make it a rule that
yes,
whatever amount that is, if it doesn't come to you, whether it could mean something like you have to change the lock, it could mean having to stand over there before he enters, whatever is comfortable for you. But you cannot have him to
yes.
enter the house before that payment comes, and you have to be little stern in if you're running a business, unless you want to not get money.
No, no, I will do them because I'm like starting in my starting stages. So I will I will improve myself here. So
Yeah,
I want
no,
to
this
be
is
in this
also I'm
industry.
telling you as points only. Like, why should you make
Yes,
your
ma'am.
mistakes? Learn from others' mistakes. People have made enough. Don't go through everything
True,
we've all gone through. Save your
true,
save
ma'am.
your mistakes. Don't repeat from learn from us.
Yes, ma'am.
So definitely try. See, now what's done is done, right? You can't take it back. You
Yes,
can't
ma'am.
go back. But learning from this henceforth,
True.
make it a rule that you make a payment schedule. You stick by the payment schedule. If the client is not taking you seriously, it's okay to stop the site. It's absolutely okay. Give them one warning, give them two warnings. If they don't listen, then stop the day for a day. Apne aap the money will come in. And you're not being rude. You're following the correct practices. Why should today you have to pay the laborers? You have to pay people. If you are
Yes,
not getting the money, how are you going to pay for the materials? खुद के pocket से तो you don't want to do this, right? Secondly, one
yes,
more thing
ma'am.
that helps with materials. I have a very strong rule. The material payments are done directly to the client on the day of the delivery of the material. So, for example, if I have
Okay,
called for, I'm just giving an example. Supposing I've called for 5 ply, okay. So that payment happens
okay.
by the client directly, not baad mein. Because in case if there's any problem
Understood.
later, you are stuck with the material payments and then your vendor will hound you for the money.
Yes, ma'am.
So as much as possible,
I have
try to
faced
make the client
this
make
as
direct
well.
payments for vendors.
Yes,
And laborers and your fee, take it in installments. So like 50% in the beginning, then maybe 20%, 20%, and last me however you feel comfortable dividing it. But make sure the 5% happens after handover. And that 5% which happens handover, also a lot of people
before
will
moving with the
not give
customer.
you. Lot of people will not give you.
True.
Hack for that. That also I have a hack. I go to the client's house after the handover is done. I speak to them very nicely.
Okay.
How are you? How is the house? इसमें ये नहीं है वो नहीं है वो नहीं है. It's going to happen. Take a piece of paper. Note down everything that they have a problem with. From one small lock to one laminate chip to one paint का धार whatever. Say आप सब कुछ बताओ मेरे को. Whatever is in your mind. Note it all. Okay? Then after 5 minutes, be like, और कुछ? Ask them. Anything more you want to add to this list? They'll say, हाँ ये भी right? Remove everything they have in their heart. Okay? Make that whole list. Now you tell them ki now this list is complete. I hope there is nothing more. Now I need a week from you. I will designate the required people to come in a week and finish off all of this. So supposing it's a paint job, supposing it's a carpentry job, you call up your team in 1 week or how much ever time you need, assign the work, 100% they will make that payment. No chance that they won't. Because you have heard them, you have solved their problems, there's no way they will not give it to you. In fact, I had a client who paid me more
Understood.
than they were supposed to pay me.
Well,
I was like, I should frame this. They were like, we were so happy, we want to give you
actually, that's
more.
actually those type of clients are rare, very rare, ma'am.
But it's also with what you do,
Actually,
no?
true, true, ma'am. Understood.
If
So
they are happy with
I
your
got
work,
my
then
where my
only they'll want to pay, no?
true, ma'am. True.
So see, you can't control them. What you can control is what you do. So you get your processes
Yes.
correctly. Like I mentioned, the payment schedule, filtering if your
Yes.
client even has the budget to pay you. Are they of being able to, do that with you? Thirdly, those
Mhm.
rules that ye nahi aaya, to then what will I do if the payment doesn't come in? Will I stop the work? Will I give them a warning? What? These are things you have to understand. Doing a contract, these are very important, even if it's your friend, even if it's a family member, even especially if it's someone you don't know. Don't start only without it. So
I will
that's what
make
I would
make
say. And then the last question which you asked me, about the that how do you get the clients? If you do all of this,
yes.
right? If you do all of this, the handover hack I told you about, go to their house, make the list, do all of that, and then after you're done,
Yes.
after a week, again go to them and be like, tick, check
Okay.
karo. Okay, okay, okay.
Like a checking.
They'll feel like you're so interested even after the project is done, no? They will pay you,
Mhm.
and that last 10 days now when you do all of this is the most important, because that's what they will remember the most. When they went through something hard, were you there for them or not? And then based
Yes.
on that, 110% they will come back to you with another project or with a thing. You will not even have to call them. They will remember you because of that. I've had
Okay.
clients who remember me 6, 6, 7 years back. We remember you had done this for me. Why?
Okay. Okay.
Because no one else does this small little extra. Little extra you do, it's worth it.
True, ma'am. Understood. I will make.
Yeah.
I will try to make these happen, and I
Yeah,
will try to
dheere
make. I
dheere,
will.
slowly,
I will definitely
slowly.
make the contract. Yeah.
And
I will
do it through
definitely
a
make the
lawyer.
contract and
Do it through a lawyer, huh? Don't take it
yes,
from
ma'am.
an internet document,
No,
because
no, no.
if it's
I will.
not
I will
legal,
do. I will not do it as DIY. I
yeah.
will do it with a proper lawyer and contracting.
So what I recommend is,
Yeah.
sometimes it becomes difficult to get a lawyer every time, right? So what I do is I create a template with a lawyer, and then I make
Okay.
rectifications based on every project and confirm it with the lawyer once before giving it to the client, because it's also an expenditure to every time get a lawyer on board. So this is a practice I follow.
True, ma'am.
So get one template
I will, ma'am.
approved by the lawyer, and then make those minor changes. Once, just let him do a tick mark and then forward it to your client and email it to them.
Understood,
So
ma'am.
it's all on, record.
Understood, ma'am.
So this is my take on the
So that
whole
that's
question.
actually I got many of my answers, ma'am.
Okay.
Where I am going wrong and where I'm facing my issues. So I will rectify it and I
Yeah,
will
I'm looking forward
forward
to
it.
hearing from you in a month saying it's happening now. I'm getting my
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
money.
Definitely, ma'am.
Because nothing hurts
Sure, ma'am.
more
I will
than
definitely,
doing
ma'am.
the work and not getting the money. Then it's demotivating. Then you don't even want to put in work for probably a client which would be good in the future, right? Your heart will not put in as much
Yes, ma'am.
energy, as much work, because you're so demotivated then, right? So definitely try this.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Actually, I got my answers and I freed my mind and I know what to do next with the
I'm
next
I'm
clients and
looking
everything.
forward. I'm
Thank you,
looking
ma'am. Thank you
forward
so
to
much.
hearing from you soon. And if you need any
Sure,
help,
ma'am. Definitely, I will share you the updated things that I have done.
yeah, I'm gonna genuinely wait for
Yeah, ma'am.
it.
Thank
And
you.
if you have any issues in understanding how to do whatever, just leave me a DM. I'll get back to you, because this is something that I'm just trying to
Definitely.
connect with people, understand their problems. I'm also coming up with courses soon to probably whatever problems you guys are facing, kind of help you with methods to solve it, and then create templates to share out with you guys specifically for these issues. Maybe it helps.
Ma'am,
I don't know.
actually, yeah. To be frank, I am seeing you for like past 4 years. So I am motivating. I'm getting motivation that you are doing like this, right? So I want to do it, and I want to do the videos like this.
So
So,
do it.
like you are a guru for me.
Yeah.
100%, ma'am. Thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
no problem. Bye. See you.